Hi there, I'm Dr. Elisha Goldstein, and today we're going to explore how we can navigate our mental health amidst the current events that are happening in the globe right now. For example, recent developments in the US and the UK that you might have read about, where there was a military response in the Red Sea with the Houthi tribe, everything that's happening in the Middle East between Israel and Gaza, the political turmoil that's happening in the US with the upcoming 2024 election, and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, and so much more. All these escalating tensions that are happening right now, even with China and Taiwan, it's understandable why you might be experiencing a lot of anxiety and stress. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how we can navigate that to protect our mental health through this time, because this is not stopping. And most likely, especially if you live in the United States or many places in the world, this is only going to escalate over the next year. And so how do we navigate and protect ourselves through this time? Stay tuned to this, because we're going to be integrating this to support you in the weeks and months to come. If you're new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'm a clinical psychologist. I am the author of numerous books on this topic, with the integration of mindfulness and psychotherapy and how we really optimize our mental health in our daily life in practical ways. And I'm the creator of the Uncover the Power Within program, which is a mental health accelerator program that is the best way to work with me. And if you want to learn how to work with me, or just want a collection of free resources, go ahead and click on the links in the description below. Okay, the first thing to understand is that it's so important to acknowledge the feelings that are here. So if there's stress here, there's anxiety here, we want to be able to name them. That's the first step. We have to recognize it. Feeling anxious or stressed in turbulent times like this is a completely natural response. The first step in managing these emotions is really just to recognize them and understand them. So this is where mindfulness can come in. You've all maybe heard me or other people maybe speak of the quote that's been attributed to Viktor Frankl that says, "Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space lies our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." I want you to remember that in the weeks and months ahead, as things continue to unfold, as various things continue to escalate around the world, as you continue to read news headlines that are going to be happening. So mindfulness is a powerful tool. That's what that means. It's that awareness of stepping into that space. So let's try a simple exercise. I want you to take a moment to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it just for a moment. And then slowly exhale. Just bringing your focus to the present moment, and maybe noticing your thoughts. They come in the form of voices or images. And just notice them if you can, coming and going with just a sense of curiosity. These are not good thoughts or bad thoughts. They're not right or wrong. They just are what they are. You can even write them down and then see them that same way. There's no judgment that's needed. And then just see what you notice from that. Another key strategy is to manage your news consumption. So the first one, taking this breath, being able to bring a mindful moment to your thoughts and not getting so hooked by them. The second thing is to notice your news consumption. So we all want to acknowledge it's important to stay informed. That's really important. But the constant exposure, the way the algorithms work right now, whether it's on social media or our news channels, is going to heighten your anxiety. So just know that's the recipe. So know what you're getting into as you're doing it. It's going to, the headlines are meant to, as you already know, and you've heard many times probably, just kind of keep us glued to it. So just know that about it. The constant updates that are there, we want to be able to set specific times for news updates. See if that's possible. Try it as an experiment. Set specific times for news updates and balance that with activities that bring you more joy or relaxation. You're going to have to be intentional about this. I know that's not the best thing to hear. We wish we could just flow with it and pick up our phone whenever we want to and do these news updates and whatever, whenever we want to. But the reality is, if you want to be in control of your mind and your life, you're going to need to do that exact thing. You want to feel more control, you've got to practice being in control. So what does that mean? That means setting block time or setting intentional time. Say, I want to keep up on the news, so I'm going to focus on the news now. But I also want to make sure I'm balancing this out, because I know this is going to amplify my nervous system in subtle or not so subtle ways. And so I need to balance this out with relaxation, ease, focusing on things that bring me light and uplift as well. This has to be intentional, and it's probably more important than ever for you to take this to heart and begin to explore how you might bring this into your life. The next thing is that building a support network is essential. So this is just finding people who you feel a connection with or are supported by, and you want to share your thoughts and feelings with people in a group like this to find understanding, to find connection. Because right now, there's examples of disconnection everywhere, or ways where we feel like things are so often wrong. We need to feel that connection, because connection tells our nervous system that we're safe. And so that is a very skillful and wise thing to do. So I'll say, remember that seeking also professional help can also be really wise. A lot of people in our culture might see it as a sign of weakness to get professional help, but it's a sign of strength and courage to be able to face what's here and work through it, especially when things are really overwhelming. You can do that in individual work with people. I run a therapeutic coaching program where we have the elements of community, we have the elements of learning and growth, we have the elements of individual support that happen within the community with the mentorship. So finally, I just want to say this. Remember that while we can't control global events, we can control our response to them. That's the key. By prioritizing your mental health, staying connected, and practicing mindfulness, practicing being present in the moment, we can navigate these challenging times that are going to be over the days, weeks, and months ahead in our lives with greater resilience and hope. If this was supportive to you, please remember to like this video. And if you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe to this channel. We put out great shorts and reels every single day and great videos every week that are going to support you in the days, weeks, and months ahead. My name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'll put another video on the other end of this for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.